Tombstones climbing up the sky to claim the boredom and the whine of the radiator, to freeze the fates that intertwine, unresolved and undefined in this echo chamber. Once you've given up the ghost, just like Lazarus, you'll know there's an operator, some strange passenger inside. To that strange power I'm resigned like an iron anchor. I'm just a ghost in your stereo, the fading memory of a shipwreck in the undertow. You're just a lost song I wrote, and I'm just a ghost in your stereo. Your heart's a mercenary, but like a dancer on the wire, come the sparks of frayed desire as a fire's carried. I'm just a ghost in your stereo, the fading memory of a shipwreck in the undertow. You're just a lost song I wrote, and I'm just a ghost in your stereo.
see. There we go. Welcome in. Hope that everybody's had a wonderful day today and has enjoyed whatever they do on Sundays. But welcome in, welcome in. We are heading back to Road Dawntrail. I'm going to try and get as far as I can tonight. Don't know if I'm going to make it into Shadowbringers or not, because I'm going to probably end early tonight because I am tired. Like, really, really tired. And I don't know why I didn't do anything today but sit up at the hospital with my mother, but I'm still, and it just fucking drains me, I guess. Let's see. Whoop, didn't mean to put that down. Like that. There we go. Okay. Now I know that I can't restart stuff from here, so I'm gonna have to go outside. I need to get rid of this stuff on my retainer. I mean, in my inventory real quick. How much is this going for? 110. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Put some stuff on this one. I don't know if any of this will go for anything, but it might. This is all stuff we got from treasure hunting last night. Most of the time I just sell it because it's nothing that I personally can use. So, I just put it over here on my retainer. I'll let them sell it like they want, like, for Gil. Oh, get in there. That is a map. We're gonna hold on that. Probably put that back on my chocobo. What is this? Hunter green. But you can't sell it, so I just put it over here. Alright. Need that. Need those. Put that there. That should have it. Nope. Cancel. Click. Alright, and then we'll get into the chocobo saddlebag and put this over there. There! All fixed. I think I was in the Alamigo quarter or something like that. Yeah, the Alamigan quarter. I think I was over there when I went to go fight Nightwing. So, new game plus, resume east. And where are we going? Speak with Hien. Oh god. I should've just went to Othard. Leave. I see you have tidings for Lord Hien. May I show you in? Yes, you may. Let's go. Excuse me, y'all. Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. The Kojin and the Confederacy you already know, and it was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the steppe tribes. We've also been joined by our neighbors from Naksha and the indomitable citizens of Dalmasca, though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official induction. These proud people have united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. I'm glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have need of your strength. I thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate is never far from my thoughts, and not only because he is our emissary. As for the sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Alamigo would be wise to shore up its borders with all haste. Every report we have received from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow, but I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assaults until our wall in the burn is in place. The all-important Allegan energy barrier. The energy barrier, yes, I thought to call it something more auspicious, a name drawn from the four lords of legend, perhaps Sirius, Igus, or some such. Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers report that they have finished collaborating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. Have you time to attend to the first test? You've seen the field which protected Azazla firsthand, and I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. Might as well. I'll come too if you don't mind. Though I'm no Y'shtola, I may be able to offer some insight. Of course, time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yugiri, I leave you and Hakuro to bring the War Council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Wear the storms. Miss anything while I was reading? Okay. We will cross the burn by Yol and Falcon as before. Join me at the overlook near the House of the Fierce. We'll probably teleport there. Yep. Here we go. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of shit on the other page. I didn't even notice that. Yep. Oh well, I'll get it next time. I ain't going all the way back just to fix it. Give the word when you're ready to take wing. Let's go.
It seems the engineers have matters well in hand. Should the barrier work as we intend, Doma will be free to reinforce her allies in Alamigo without fear of weakening her own borders. Honored friends, The time has come to put your hard work to the test. Start the generator.
Node 1 is operational. Nodes 2 to 8 are reporting similar energy levels. The barrier is forming. $1,000 yards, 2,000, 3,000. Expansion remains smooth. No fluctuations detected. 4,000, 5,000. Target altitude reached. The barrier is holding steady at 5,000 yards. We've done it.
Is that an Imperial airship? Of all the rotten timing.
But this is a gift, Mistress Alize. They can test our new wall for us. Seems solid enough, though I was hoping for a fireball.
I don't think you'd be hoping that one would fireball.
By the gods. It's Alpha, no. What are you? Let me go! He has my brother!
Lower the barrier!
Ian with that look of, what am I going to do with these assholes?
Be at ease, girl. The lad is not dead, merely locked in slumber.
No, not him too.
We could identify no cause and found no remedy. Thus I sought to return him to Doma, and into the arms of Lord Hien himself, it would seem. It is a day for fated reunions. Would you not agree, adventurer? Or should I address you as the Warrior of Light? Aye. Gaius van Baelsar, the Black Wolf. That was the title I was given. One I have long since relinquished. Stand down. The legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion died in Castrum Meridianum. I am no more than Gaius Baelsar, a man without rank or allegiance.
Impossible. There's no way you could have survived.
Do you remember how it unfolded? How I was deceived by La Habrea? How I was convinced that reviving the Ultima weapon would allow me to bring peace to Eorzea? The Ascian used me, as he used so many others, all to further the restoration of his wretched god. Yet even with the might of Alec at my command, you bested me. And as the Praetorium went up in flames, I was content to burn along with it. For a moment at least. A moment of folly. To surrender my life thus would have been to betray all who died for my cause. It was for them that I dragged myself free of the rubble, and swore vengeance on the Ascians. The Black Wolf has shed his pelt, never to return to Garlemald or her legions. I live now only to exact revenge. My principal quarry was to be La Hebrea, whom I gather you have since ushered onto oblivion.
Yeah,
But
well,
so many more
not
remain.
really.
Long as their kind lurked in the shadows, laboring to sow chaos throughout our world, I would see each and every one dragged into the light and put to the sword.
Technically, it was the Holy See that killed La Hebrea, but, I mean...
Are the Scions not of like mind?
In this single respect, perhaps.
Then I shall continue the partnership the boy began, and share what intelligence I have acquired. Among the Ascians, the Black-Masked Ilk are subordinate to those who wear red. This you already know. Yet among the red there exists a hierarchy. Those set adrift with the shards clearly stand below those still joined to the source. Nabriales, who once dared to intrude upon the Rising Stones, belonged to the former group, and while he was indeed a dangerous foe, his powers were inconsequential next to the paragons of the Source. The first was La Hebrea, who plagues us no more. There is also the white-robed Elidibus, and the elusive Emmet Selk, about whom little is known.
We have files on La Hebrea and Elidibus, but I believe this Emmet Selk is new to us? As I assume my brother told you, we have evidence to suggest that an Ascian now walks in the body of the Crown Prince. Have you identified this interloper?
Elidibus seems the most likely culprit. As emissary, it is his role to maintain the equilibrium between darkness and light. Your many deeds in Hydaelyn's name have upset the balance, and I believe he seeks to restore it by throwing his considerable power behind the Empire. As a leader of the Ascians, he is one of our primary targets. It was on the trail of this very prey that the boy and I came across the scene of a failed uprising. In the absence of a single Garlean casualty, we inspected the bodies of the rebels, and the lack of any external injury drew my immediate attention. They had been slain by Black Rose, an alchemical invention of the Imperial Army. When I yet served as legatus, I ordered its production halted, and all stockpiles destroyed. Toxic gas is not a tool of conquest, but of extermination.
Toxic gas? This must be the new weapon Maxima warned us about. Something deadly enough to sweep away all resistance in a matter of hours. Gods. You don't think they're planning to use this in Alamigo, do you?
Put your fears to rest. We infiltrated the production facility and destroyed all existing stores of the chemical along with the plant itself. Even should they rebuild the operation, they will not soon manufacture another batch. Regardless, I would draw your attention to a directive we discovered in the plant's records. The document was marked with a recent date and authorized with the signature of one Zeno Galvas.
A dead man signing the death warrant for thousands. 'Tis bad comedy.
But the tale does not end there. Within that same facility was a chamber filled with devices of elegant design. Cloning technology, we realized. And what should we find in each and every incubator? But a young Emperor Solus. All of which prompts the question, were the Ascians responsible for these abominations, or was it the will of the Emperor? I must know which hand guides the Empire. Though I have given up my rank, I am yet a son of Garlemald, and I will fight for the future of my homeland.
You said a while ago you had no, what was it? Ah, shit, I forgot the word. But, like, you wasn't beholden to nothing, and now you're like, oh, but, you know, it's still my homeland. Okay.
It is time I return to the hunting of shadows. We should focus on our common foe. To reopen old quarrels now would serve no purpose.
You saved my brother's life, so I'm willing to let sleeping dogs lie. But in truth, it's not my decision to make.
There was a time when I scorned those who placed their faith in false gods, even as I, in my blinkered conviction, place mine in Ascian promises. Unlike yours, my strength of will and my restraint was found wanting. We shall meet again, warrior of light.
Rabbit would be proud of me not making a
So that was the
single
infamous Black Wolf.
Richard
An
Marx joke.
unexpected ally, to say the least.
Ugh. Still can't get rid of this cough.
Well, I am content to leave the fine-tuning of the barrier to cleverer minds. Let us bid our friends from the Ironworks farewell, and see what can be done for Alphino back in Dorma.
Alphino is safely ensconced in the private chamber. My finest healer is examining him as we speak. I've spoken with the physician, and there are no outward signs of illness. Alphino is lost in sleep from which he cannot be awoken, just like the others. It seems that even the lands of the Empire were not far enough away to escape that cursed voice. I share your frustration, Alizé, I do, but Alphino is returned to us alive and otherwise unharmed. All that remains is to find the means to wake him. Until then, you can but fulfill your duties as a scion, yours and your brother's both. No pressure or anything. You're right, of course. There are arrangements to be made, and little time to make them. To business then, my lord. Now that we know Siriu's wall works as intended, we can expect reinforcements from Alamigo? Fort Alamigo? You most certainly can. As promised, we will send troops to bolster our allies in Eorzea without delay. Pray be aware, however, that we will not arrive without delay. Save for some few who boast teleportation magics, the bulk of our forces must be transported by sea. A lengthy voyage for which the smaller vessels favored by the Confederacy are ill-equipped. Accordingly, I mean to enlist the assistance of the East Aldernod Trading Company in finding suitable ships. As for navigating the distance in question, we are in the happy position of being able to call upon those who plotted the course of my people's exodus to Eorzea. Beyond the procurement of ships, I think it unlikely that our East Aldernod friends will consent to any involvement in military operations, but I am certain they will afford Alphino a berth aboard one of their vessels. I shall have a Chirurgeon accompany him every ilm of the way to the Rising Stones. You have my thanks, Lord Hien. Yugiri, I will go on ahead with our friends to Alamigo, enlist all those capable of teleportation and put them at the disposal of the Eorzean Alliance as soon as possible. They will form the vanguard. Yes, my lord. This is exactly what we'd hoped for. Lys and the Alliance leaders will be glad indeed to welcome the combined strength of the East. Yep. Meanwhile, back at the farm. Meanwhile, back at the Black Rose chemical plant.
Our supplies of Black Rose have been ruined, but the new plant is already under construction. We should have the first batch ready in time for the offensive, Your Radiance.
See that you do.
Ah, yes, the infamous Black Rose. If I recall correctly, Gaius did not much care for the invention. A ruthless and indiscriminate weapon indeed, this airborne poison. It seems you are capable of making decisions worthy of your bloodline.
With no gift for sorcery, we Garleans must look to Magitech to even the odds. If it spares the needless deaths of our soldiers and serves the cause of this empire, there is no method I would not employ.
How very noble of you. Truly, though, I must commend you for embracing your role as Emperor. You play the part of the determined ruler well. Sometimes even I catch myself believing. A silent agent of death. Now that I think on it, Black Rose may well possess the perfect aspect. Slowly but surely, the deluge of light has worked upon the ether here in the source, and the gas should be most susceptible to its influence. Well, I shall leave you to your own devices. Go forth and bloody the land with your grand and glorious war.
While you do what, precisely?
Need you ask? I will be doing what all Ascians do.
I am well aware that your
Being
kind
a
insists
motherfucking
only to usher in the
gremlin.
next calamity. But you seem oblivious to the harm your singular agenda causes to the Empire. You cannot have forgotten the events which followed your mortal demise. Our homeland was plunged into civil war for your failure to name a successor. The edifice you so carefully constructed was but a hair's breadth from collapse.
Are you truly so naive? You thought me oblivious to the consequences of a departure so painstakingly timed?
It was by design?
Well, of course it was. Though I will admit the resulting panic exceeded even my wildest expectations. But how can you be surprised? Throwing the world into disarray was the very purpose for which this nation was, as you say, so carefully constructed. Now, if you have no further questions, I must be on my way. Since we may not meet again in this lifetime, it would be remiss of me not to offer a word or two of gratitude. I really must thank you for this surplus of vessels. I can mold any host into my own image, but having bodies tailor-made for me in this fashion is so much less tiresome. You dabbled in elegant cloning techniques, yes? It certainly is a compelling, not to mention entertaining, field of research. And of all the options available, you chose the founding father on whom to experiment. You have a twisted streak to you, Varus, like grandsire, like grandson, hey?
And a twisted sense of humor.
As planned, this will become something of a family enterprise. You will be the capstone of this world, I the anchor and shard, and together we will give the lie to this star's fraudulent existence.
Evil Joker laugh here. Parlay on the front lines. Oh, the oh so much fun part of this. I hate it. We must leave now to convene with Eorzea's leaders, and it may be some time before I return to Doma. Hakuro, I leave you in command. My lord. I shall assemble an advance party with all haste and join you in Alamigo forthwith. I've just received word from Lys. The Alliance has established a base camp near Alamigo's northeastern border. Once we've arrived in the locks, we're to report to a resistance officer stationed in Porta Praetoria, who will point us in the right direction. Let's not keep them waiting. Guess not. What? Didn't mean to hit that. Alright, I don't remember where that is. Okay, right there. Alright. I already pulled it one time, so we might as well just use it. Oh, well, shit. It's right here. I knew that. Ah, you must be the Scion party I was told to look out for. If you'll follow me, I'll take you directly to Alliance headquarters. Might as well. That was cut off real quick. I knew that! Yeah. Welcome back, Kevin.
Welcome back, you two. Greetings, Lord Here. Glad you could join us.
Glad to be here. I would have come sooner, were our own defense is not in question, but I am pleased to report that our soldiers are assembling for deployment to Alamigo as we speak.
We're grateful for your support. Thanks to the efforts of our allies, it won't be long before we've established defensive positions on this front as well.
We have some good news too. Alphino has come back to us. As for the bad news,
He be sleeping too.
So, Alphino won't wake up. Gaius van Baelsar is alive and hunting Ascians, and the Empire is planning to poison us all with toxic gas. Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Ordinarily, any one of those things would have left me in shock. But the way things have been lately, it's all starting to seem pretty normal.
That might be a bad thing.
Getting back to your report, are we sure this Black Rose is the weapon Maxima was talking about?
It fits the description. And it seems we have Alphino to thank for sparing us an early demonstration of its effectiveness. I have a feeling this won't be the last time his bravery in the Empire will serve us here in Eorzea. The threat of an unknown weapon has had us all on edge. But now that we know what we're dealing with, we can take steps to defend against it. As for Gaius, I'm not sure what to think. Am I happy he's alive? Not in the slightest. Am I happy he's hunting Ascians? Aye, I'd have to say I am.
Oh, speaking of Garleans you didn't expect to see, we have a tale of our own, as it happens. When we sent envoys to the Imperial Army to request talks, they returned with the message that Varys Zos Galvus would be attending.
The Emperor himself. Well, Varys did sanction the Popularis peace mission. But knowing that an Ascian walks in his son's skin, I do not see how we can trust him or anyone from that nest of vipers.
The Alliance would proceed with negotiations regardless, if only to give ourselves more time to prepare. We do, however, require your cooperation.
Right. Yes. So, as a condition for the talks to go forward, the Empire has requested that a member of the Scions be present. There'll be a representative from each Alliance nation, of course, but I'm afraid we have to ask that you come along too.
Alizé can go. I don't want to.
God, Lise. You know how much I hate politics. But then, what choice do I have? Alphino and the others aren't going to do it. Very well. I shall attend as the Scion's representative.
Yay!
In case you're wondering why I didn't ask you, the Empire also requested the presence of Eorzea's champion.
God damn it! I'm not fond of politics either.
Oh, you're not, are you? Come on, if Alizé can put on a brave face, then so can you. Now, we don't know what Varys means to bring to the table, or why he wants you there. But having you close at hand should make all the difference.
Oh, damn, right? That's how I was feeling about it. I want to go.
The meeting will take place on the border. Anticipating an early assault, we mean to position the bulk of our forces nearby.
The Alliance leaders should already be on their way. Once you're ready, we can head out and join them.
5 years later. I mean, yeah, okay. Oh, I don't want to go, right? Stand here and pitch a fit like a youngin'. Well, I don't suppose it's polite to keep an emperor waiting too long, shall we? I mean, motherfucker can wait a long time for all I care, but I reckon we'll go because I ain't gonna get no further in the story unless we fucking talk to the emperor. They took my weapon. I guess they thought I was gonna hit him with my scythe. I would have behaved. Somewhat. Sound like a fucking Gundam walking. Clank, 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 clank.
esteemed representatives of the Eorzean Alliance. On behalf of the Garlean Empire, I thank you for inviting me here today.
We have come to talk about the stupidity of my hat. The fuck are you wearing on your head, dude?
As this parley was convened at your request, I invite you to speak first.
Very well, Your Radiance. I, Nanimo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, should be pleased to oblige you. As recent events in Alamigo and Doma have made plain, the subjugation and exploitation of neighboring nations is not a sustainable policy. Should this day end in war, you may very well defeat us, but you will never extinguish the people's desire for freedom. Though it may not be in our lifetime, there will be another revolution, another war, and the cycle will continue. Doma has entered into a concord with the nations of Eorzea, a partnership wherein we recognize one another as equals.
He looks pleased to be there as well, right? Just everybody's so happy to be sitting at that table right now. Ugh.
Garlemald could be afforded similar treatment. You need only set aside your ambitions and join us in paving a path towards peace.
You will not win me over with sophistry, Your Grace. As you know only too well, this alliance lacks the strength to keep the peace within its own borders. Even now, your struggles with the Beastmen continue unabated.
Hey, I'm working on that. Beast tribe things take a while.
Divided, you sow this fertile soil with the seeds of your differences and reap naught but discord and chaos for your trouble. Eorzea must be united under one leader, one purpose. I would offer you both and bring an end to your strife.
With all due respect, Your Radiance, the only thing that you offered the people of Alamigo was fear and hopelessness.
The citizens of Doma can also attest to the meager arms of Imperial rule. There is no purpose to be found in a life of oppression, each day more uncertain than the last.
Our people are willing to die for their freedom. A great many already have, and countless more will, if we don't put an end to this madness here and now.
We brought order and stability to your lives. This madness and bloodshed is of your own making. You broke the peace, not Garlemald.
That's some bullshit.
Peace. Order. You kill our peoples, despoil our lands, take everything that is ours. And what? You expect us to lick the boot that grinds our faces into the dirt?
I expect you to weigh the costs. To recognize that countless lives have been lost on both sides in pursuit of a greater good, and to not squander all we have achieved in a fit of petulance.
Anybody who uses the phrase, the greater good, needs to be punched in the fucking face. For real. Knock that ugly ass hat off.
Your Radiance. I fear I can personally attest to the dangers of pursuing one's vision with such righteous fervor. For 1,000 years, the Holy See of Ishgard waged war with dragons. 1,000 years of sacrifice, of sorrow and hate, in which we bathed in the blood of friend and foe alike. Had it gone on any longer, we may well have drowned. Yet we have chosen to raise ourselves out of this bloody spiral and have since made peace with our former enemy.
So I understand. No doubt the dragons were more receptive to your overtures in the wake of their leader's demise. You speak of peace, yet use war to achieve it. Your father would not have bothered to obscure his intent with honeyed words. He understood that strength is all that matters in the end.
Yeah, and look what happened to his ass.
Without his clarity of vision, I can but wonder what will become of Ishgard and her people. There was a time when Garlemald too lacked a leader of conviction. Weak and unable to wield magic, we were at the mercy of the strong, from whom we sought refuge in the bitter cold of the north.
Of the greater good.
Were it not for the discovery of ceruleum and the subsequent development of magitech, we might never have gained the power to take back that which was rightfully ours.
And then everybody else's too?
You speak as if your people were the first to have been driven from their homes. Limsa Lominsa was built by wayward souls in search of a place to call their own. On the shores of Vilbrand we found it, and from those humble beginnings did we grow and flourish. And all without robbing our neighbors of their liberty.
So saith the pirate. Am I to believe that you simply asked the kobolds to yield up their lands and that they were happy to oblige you? That you did not drive them out like rats in the hold of one of the many ships seized by your privateers?
He kind of got you on that one.
I will concede that after centuries of exile, reclamation may be mistaken for invasion. Nevertheless, it is not. And those who till stolen soil have no right to object when cast out in turn.
Yeah, but you trying to take everybody else's land, not just what used to be y'all's.
Your uncompromising nature rivals that of the Ixal. They too lament circumstances which they themselves perpetuate. Were they but to embrace peace, we would welcome them with open arms. Indeed, some few have done just that, and now receive of the Twelve's Wood's bounty. Would that your people might learn from their example.
You dare compare us to the Birdmen? You who thought to invoke the 12 and threaten all of creation?
He always got something to come back
I came here
with.
in the hope of finding some speck of common ground, but I see now these discussions will accomplish nothing. Despite what you people may believe, I am not wont to choose the sword over the olive branch. 'Tis but a pity men are loath to accept one without first being shown the other.
Wait! I beg you. This meeting was supposed to be a chance to find a way forward together, not to bemoan the missteps which brought us here.
Thanks for the hydrate.
Please. If you truly consider violence a last resort, there must be a way we can come to an agreement.
No, because he's full of shit and he's self-righteous and thinks he's right about everything, so, you know. There's really no talking to him. He's already made up his mind.
As Mistress Alisaie says, we did not come here to bicker over the past, but to discuss how we might strive towards a brighter future. Emperor Varys, may I suggest a short recess, that all present might compose themselves prior to beginning anew?
Very well. I pray this intermission will suffice to move these talks in a more constructive direction.
By constructive, you mean do it the way you want to do it, right? Clank, 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 clank. You can hear this man coming from a mile of fucking way. The difference between Nanamo's voice between ARR and now always throws you. I mean, that's fair. That's fair, because it was like a lot more high-pitched in ARR, and she was almost childlike sounding, and then she gets a bit more... I don't know how to say it. There's a bit more, an adult flair to it than the sweet little innocent sound it had earlier. It's a deeper voice. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a deeper voice than what she originally had. But it's not bad. It suits her fine. Whew. This is really not my forte. Join the club. After his Radiance's little performance, it was all I could do not to swear at him. I honestly don't know how I ended up playing the mediator. I just asked myself what Alphino would have done. Tried my best to do the same, and by some miracle it worked. But there really is no common ground to be found with that man, nor do I think he looked for any. So the question becomes, what did he come here to do? Because you may be certain it wasn't to make peace. Whatever it is, I can't make it out. Not yet, at least. We do have a little time before the parley is due to reconvene, though, so why not try consulting our illustrious leaders? Maybe they have some insights to share. Let's run around and talk to everybody. Okay. I will say one thing for this Varus. He is well versed in Eorzean history. His interest in our affairs is that of a beast in its prey. The conqueror would know his enemies. All should know their enemies, yet there's much more we do not know about the Empire. And then it's up to us to change that here and now. Huh. You would have me ask the Emperor himself. Well, maybe there is some wisdom in that. If we can skirt the storm of his displeasure, we may yet come to our answers, even if it does mean sailing close to the wind. 12 have mercy, but for Lady Alizé's timely interjection, we might well have come to blows at the negotiation table. Not that Emperor Varus left us a great many options. Is unconditional surrender all he will accept, do you think? Yes. Ere he arrived, I'd have said yes, but having heard him speak, I cannot help but think he came with some other end in mind. Exactly, he's building up to something, I know it. How then should we approach the rest of the parley? Have you anything to say, Warrior of Light? Get me the fuck out of here? Oh. Huh. Say nothing of the Xenos or the Ascians. That's actually a very good idea. You believe he is more apt to reveal the truth if we put him at ease. Mayhap you are right. Thank you, Dan. Get me the fuck out of here. I mean, they asked my opinion. That is my honest opinion. Because if they let you talk in this game, that man would have been cussed out so many ways. You know, everything I was saying would have been what I would have had him say, that I was saying. You ain't wrong. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just, I want to hit him with my scythe. This parley was never like to bring peace, but I had hoped to learn something of Emperor Varus's relationship with the Ascians. Let's not. As had we all. Yet if he is in league with them, he's not like to volunteer the fact. And if he's not, how much weaker would his position seem for their presence? If we are to broach that particular subject, we will need to be subtle. Would that I knew more of the man. If you would indulge me, Lord Hien, you received an imperial education, did you not? Is it true that the Emperor's will is considered absolute? There is no higher authority in all of Garlemald, nor else in the heavens, come to that. Veneration of the gods is forbidden, the only worship permitted being that of His Radiance's own person. That sounds suspiciously like a religion in of itself. Yeah. I share your disdain for their hypocrisy. Even as they denigrate the idea of faith, they revere their leader with a fervor others reserve for the divine. 'Tis a flaw common to much of the doctrine they fed us. Logical on the surface, perhaps, but contradictory upon closer examination. I wonder if a discussion of the various discrepancies might prompt Varus to reveal something. Probably not. That's probably a very bad idea. Hydrate. Thanks, Kara, for the hydrate. How are you doing tonight? Not too different than the Roman Empire. Except the Roman Empire had their gods. But I get what you mean. You spoken with everyone then? Good. Now that remains is to await the pleasure of the Emperor, and hope we fare better at the second attempt. Yeah, okay. Hey, Mr. Pointy Hat.
Now then, who would have the floor?
I'd like to put you in the floor. Oh.
Before we resume, I wish to offer you an apology. After you graciously accepted our invitation to discuss an armistice, we have done naught but rebuke you at every opportunity. I believe I speak for all of us when I say we are deeply sorry for our discourtesy.
You don't speak for me. I'm not sorry one little bit, but go ahead. The Caesar was regarded as a god come to earth. This is true.
I admit your
That's very true, Kevin.
with our affairs surprised me, and served to remind me how little I know of yours.
I had forgotten about that, Kevin, but you were correct. I'm doing good. Had our session 0 for the new campaign for D&D. Nice. Stick through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, let's catch up on chat. Chat's on a roller coaster of emotions, with Kevin riding the highs of excitement and the lows of, oh, damn. They're not ready to leave, especially with characters looking pleased in dire situations. Rabbit is hit by nostalgia, noting Nanamo's voice evolution, and there's a historical parlay drawn to the Roman Empire, Caesars as deities. Quite the philosophical detour.
I think all here can understand the desire to reclaim one's homeland. But why expand further? That is my question.
If I may, the answer can be found in the imperial doctrine they took great pains to impart to my people. Recognizing the threat icons pose to the world, Solus Zos Galvus decreed that they were to be eradicated. To this end, he began a campaign to unite all lands under the Garlean banner. Or so we were taught. Yet the Emperor only reached the burn, the barrens said to have been laid waste by icons, after conquering all the lands that lay between. What is more, I am quite certain the practice of summoning was not nearly so widespread in the days before the Empire's founding.
When you put it like that, it all starts to sound like an excuse, doesn't it? But to distract from what? Why are you really waging this war?
Finally, you ask the right question. I can but hope you heed mine answer and at last accept the righteousness of our cause. My goal is this: to return the world to the way it once was, the way it was always meant to be. In doing so, mankind will be made whole once more. longer will we suffer from the dissension born of our differences. There will be but one race, a perfect race, as we were when time began.
That sounded slightly prejudiced, my dude.
What in Rolga's name are you talking about?
I am talking about the origins of this star, of the source and its 13 reflections. At the instant of the great sundering, 'twas not only the world that was shattered, but mankind itself. Thus were we divided into myriad races, each with its own unique imperfections. That is why man looks upon his neighbor and feels fear and hatred, why he wages war, why he kills his brother. You all in your own way have proven as much today. The peace you seek is but a fleeting solution to a fundamental problem. One which calls for more drastic measures. To bring about everlasting peace, our worlds must be rejoined. That is the goal the Empire would see realized. The glorious future unto which we shall one day shepherd mankind.
A rejoining of worlds.
I have heard this tale of the Source and its reflections before.
Are these not the self-same desires as the Ascians?
Next day on the Ascian says,
Emperor Varys, do not trust in their words. They will lead you to your doom. My father thought to use them, but in the end he succumbed to their temptations. He embraced summoning like so many other pawns before him. Do not tell us you mean to do the same.
To be a pawn, free from the burden of choice, would be a blessing. But I forswore that privilege the day I learned that the Garlean Empire was built by the hand of an Ascian.
What?
oh no, who would have guessed?
Yes.
Was that?
My grandsire, the former emperor, is of their number. And who better to build an empire capable of bringing about the calamitous change we desire? Would you condemn me for this alliance? For bowing to the will of these shadowy masters, when the prize is true and lasting peace?
Your prize is a lie, your master's demons.
I come not to conquer, but to liberate. To free man from the prison of divergence.
Some bullshit, my friend.
Imagine a world united. One perfect race beneath a single standard. An army before whose might these servants of darkness and light would fly as leaves in a storm, never again to meddle in man's affairs. We would be the masters of our own fate. I bid you join me, not as subjects of Garlemald, but of a new nation. And together we shall win freedom for ourselves and generations yet unborn.
You want to trigger another half-dozen calamities? You can't be serious!
Have you forgotten how many died? There will be no one left.
Do you truly imagine we would aid you in your bloodletting?
Everybody just standing up shouting at his man.
It is unthinkable. Unconscionable.
alternative. To be as cattle waiting for slaughter, I would have us work together that we might take fate into our own hands.
Into your hands, perhaps. But what of the other worlds, your radiance? With every calamity, you obliterate a star and every soul that dwells on it.
To the Ascians, we are all but tiny, momentary specks within an indifferent universe. We cannot hope to oppose them until we have been made whole once more.
Want a bet?
Are these truly the words of Garlemald's ruler? The flaws and foibles which you so abhor are what make us who we are. Every nation, even yours, Emperor Varys, is made whole through the combination of these imperfections, the strengths of one compensating for the weaknesses of another. While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others, fostering community and cooperation. That the protector of an empire should not only reject these fundamental truths, but seek to change them at so dear a cost to life is indefensible. Such a man is not fit to govern.
Hear, hear.
And you, warrior of light, would you refuse me as well?
I'm fixing to tell you where you can put your lips.
It would seem the Alliance is of one mind on this matter.
Would you really want those lips there, though? Probably not.
You Eorzeans never cease to disappoint me.
And relatively with all of us, we do have enough fingers to flip you off, but the game won't allow it, so I can't really do anything about that. But, fuck you.
Though I suppose I have only myself to blame for expecting more from savages. This discussion is at an end. I bid you make ready for our next meeting. It will not be at the negotiating table.
Okay, bye. There's a Pocahontas quote appropriate for this. He doesn't expect anything more from you, and apparently you didn't expect anything more from him either, right? But I won't say it. Aww. I come back to find Doma's advance party ready and waiting for battle. So, as worrying as our little chat with the Emperor was, it did buy enough time for at least some of our allies to arrive. Yee. But, Rabbit, you gotta now, right?
I'm not sure what
come
I
in
was
there, so you gotta
expecting
say
for our
it.
meeting with the Emperor, but it wasn't that. Still, at least we know now what he's really after.
Aye, a future built on a mountain of bodies. I too want the Ascians dead, but not at any cost.
Nope. In the words of Fearless, I don't want to get banned. Oh.
Why would you get banned for quoting a Disney movie? Doma arrived not long ago. I pray it will be enough. Given the Emperor's stated goal, this is a battle we can ill afford to lose.
If the Gallians come in force, we may not have much say in the matter, even with our combined strength.
We knew from the first that the odds would be against us. But if there is even the slightest chance of victory, we must do everything in our power to seize it.
We must seize it, full stop.
Here!
The two of you are to join an irregular unit and support the main host. I won't bother asking if you're minded to fight.
Oh, that's because you know I like hitting things.
After coming this far, how could I not? And for once, there's no one around to count 'em on me. Not that they would. Not even my brother. But we all know who'll really make the difference. Ready to frighten some Garleans?
Please.
I wouldn't want to be on their side.
Ghost, you want to hit things. Always! I'll be right back, you guys. Ah.
Take off your armor, friend of mine. I have no arrows, but I got time. All your sorrow keeps you glued to your seat. Can we get you out of your head and into your feet? And it's not that the rest of us don't have the blues. It's just that some dance partners need a dance partner too. Is that you?
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I went ahead and took some cold meds and grabbed a Halls, and all that tastes really nice. Blech.
Might I ask you to accompany the Dorman contingent? They are strangers here, and your presence would do much to raise their spirits.
We would be honored.
When our people stride out with you in their midst, I dare say the Eorzeans will feel an ilm taller themselves. High spirits have a way of spreading.
What I wouldn't give to join you. But my duties as field commander will not allow it. I'll leave the front lines in your capable hands. Comrades, ready your arms. The hour of battle has come. May the crystal guide us to victory!
Since the others couldn't be here, we'll have to fight twice as hard. If Alphinaud wakes to find the Imperials have won, I shall never hear the end of it. It's strange. I thought I would be terrified when the fighting started. I should be terrified. But with you at our side, I can't help feeling everything is going to be all right.
That's probably not...
So please, don't you dare leave me alone. No matter what happens, we have to survive together.
Foretelling? Some foreshadowing in that comment. How did I adopt so many kids? Was accepted onto hitting things. The Gimlet Dark now accessible. Okay, I know this is dumb for it to be Stormblood and I have troubles with a dungeon, but I have troubles with this dungeon. I have run it before just leveling things. Or just trying to do like, Wondrous Tales and things. I've used Gimlet Dark before. And I kind of suck at it, and I don't understand why. But we're gonna run it. Let's see. Yeah, we running with NPCs. Who we got? Dolan, Shaman, Alizé, and Hien. Okay. Hopefully that Shaman can heal pretty well. Let's go. I'm in danger. Alright, we gotta pull the camera out so I can see. But I do know from the fight earlier, when we fought Sadu, that staying on this rotation is actually still better than my old rotation, even though I don't yet have Enshroud or anything that I can do. This is still the better one to use, so here we are. Doggos.
Enough!
Be making it through here pretty good. Sticking on this rotation might have been the smart thing to do for this. Oh, shit. Colossus. This shouldn't be too bad. Can't remember how it goes. Oh, well, just run out there, Ian. That's fine. Glad you were ready. I'm sitting there trying to remember what the motherfucker does. Blah! Bullshit. It does bullshit. Oh, fuck. Not one of these. Alright, I want to be on this side. Oh, I don't want to move. I don't want to move. What? Oop, nope. Jeez.
Enough!
Should have been on the other side. That was my mistake. Gotta pay attention. Alizé with a limit break.
Let's give him a show.
Come no closer.
Shit. There we go. Anything good in there? I don't know, but we'll take it. A lot of ceruleum running around down here. I guess where things crashed. Distracted. Oh, fuck. There we go.
You shall fall soon
Not that
enough.
I'm not interested to see what's going on with the ravens, but that was distracting. I was looking down instead of what I was supposed to be doing. Ugh. Don't do that shit.
Enough!
Would y'all stop trying to drop shit on me?
I shall hold back!
The fucking scorpion. Oh shit. Got turned around. Y'all don't make such a big battlefield. I'd be getting lost. Prometheus. Refurbished digging machine. Read about this one probably the other day. These were normally used to knock down walls and stuff. Dig holes for ceruleum, I think it was. And then they refurbished it to take out people. Where are we going? Where are we hiding? 'Cause that thing is coming up in one of the most unfriendliest of ways, I'm sure. Oh. Okay. Hey, welcome back. You can have another one of these. With the limit free.
Let's give them a show.
You underestimate me.
We got an extra tank. Hi. Oop. Well then. Shit. I got coming. Whoa, a bunch of things. Damn, everything coming up. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. God damn.
You should fall soon enough.
Huh. Right? Alright, where the fuck are we going? This way. Alright, this right here is where I start to fuck up just a little bit. A lot of it. I fuck up with this. I can't, these two Tweedledee and Tweedledum here are a little bit hard to beat. keep an eye on what everybody else does too, so I can move if needs be. Tweedle dit and tweedle dut. Yeah, something like that. Uh-oh. Ah. Oh, fuck. Shit. Yeah, see, that's where I fuck up every time when we do that. Shit. Oops. On the wrong rotation. You to not make me your favorite, ma'am. In fact, I would like it very much if you would die quite quickly. Alright, where are y'all going? Oh, we're going here. So, oh, we go here. Ah, I didn't go far enough! And I can't heal. That was it there. Away from that. Go down, damn it! Switch out with your sister. You're dead. Stay with Alice. Stay with the kid. What is happening now? A boss fight. These are two of Varus's officers. Where are we going? 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 Right here? Cool. Shit. Ugh. Yeah, I'll have it this time. Forward! Forward! I'm working on it, Ian. Don't yell at me. Good. Yeah, hit her with that shit.
There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
Ugh. There we go, bitch! Did we just die already? Right. Did you just turn one against the other? No, I didn't. They were hitting an attack that would go back and forth between them, kind of like throwing a ball. And I kind of said no. Oh. Glad to be rid of those two.
We did it! I dare say they'll be reeling from this.
You were truly inspiring in battle, my friend. I'm determined not to be outdone, but there seems to be no one left to fight.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
I mean, freaking hit points did they have? Too many. Too many.
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Ah, shit.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Well, there went my other kid.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right? Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
That was some shit. Hold on just a second, you guys. Let's see. Okay. Pull the camera back in for right now. So the Garleans have been routed, have they? Well done. Though this exchange was no more than a test of our strength, like as not. They won't be taking any chances now that the Emperor has joined the fray. They'll want to take their time, whittle down our defenses. Still, with your help and that of our eastern allies, we've passed the first test. Our line is unbroken. As for Alizé, well, she's in good hands over at the infirmary. My lord, the Chirurgeons have completed their examination of Mistress Alizé, and it is as we feared. She's locked in slumber without any outward cause. Just like the others. Damn it all. Aye, the Garleans picked a fine time to come knocking. 5 scions incapacitated, and with the enemy at our doorstep, I cannot spare the men to assist in search for a cure. The best I can do is see to it that Alizé is escorted safely back to the Rising Stones. Yugiri and I will return to our encampment. The main contingent of our forces from the far east is under sail, and all must be made ready for their arrival. I'll not keep you then. Judging by the Garleans' recent movements, or lack thereof, they won't be launching another offensive in the immediate future. You should return to the Rising Stones. Given the plight of your fellow scions, I can understand if you feel on edge, but you'll be no good to anyone without rest. What if I don't want to go back to the Rising Stones? What if I want to stay here? Me. Whee! Teleportation! This way. Ah, Dan, welcome home. Word has it you and Mistress Alizé gave the Garleans quite a thrashing. Speaking of whom, where is Mistress Alizé? I was certain she would have returned by now. You got some bad news on that one. By the 12, not her too. Ocher and I will ready the infirmary for her arrival. We will also need to send a message to Tataru post-haste. Would that I had something other than grim tidings to share with her. And with you, too, for that matter. It grieves me to report that the Archon's condition remains unchanged. As we speak, Colinet, Kryl, and Master Matoya continue to explore every possible avenue. Alas, their efforts have yet to bear fruit. But all is not lost. You are still hale and whole, after all, though I suspect you must be tired from your journey. You should rest, my friend. Leave the worrying to us for the time being, at least. Okay. Alright, well, rest the man said, and rest we will, unless we're fixing to hit a cutscene, and I think we are. Meanwhile, at the border of Alamigo. Okay, after we get out of this cutscene. Well, Elidibus is here. Yay. Alright. Okay, so first let me end New Game Plus. Yep. We'll get back to it tomorrow. Whee! Whoa, what the fuck? I hate it when that shit happens. There we go. Alright. So, let me go over to just talking. Alright, guys. Let me get back over here. Sticking through these ad breaks supports the stream. Thank you. Stay tuned. Certain rock formations act as natural underground reservoirs, providing us with essential water. What are these formations called? Find out when the ads end in about 3 minutes. Alright. Anyway, I will try to return tomorrow and finish this up. We are like right there at the end of... We're right there at the end of fucking Stormblood. You know, we only have like one more fight and then it's on into Shadowbringers. So I want to try and get that done tomorrow night. So might have another short stream tomorrow or a longer one. I don't know. It'll depend on how I feel and what all's going on in life, because you know life be lifing. But anyway, let's do those shout outs. So let's see. Alright. Shy Guys Entertainment is back and better than ever. They're all about that competitive spirit, bringing you tournament and FGC action. From Brawlhalla to WWE, they've got a knack for making things exciting. Check out the Monday Night Mayhem streams and see if you can let it die in their last-minute streams. It's a chaotic good time. Have a good one, Ghosty. You too, Kevin. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We have Tyrant... Like I said, I'll try and be back. Oh, you got that. I'll try and be back tomorrow night to finish this up, because I really want to get it done. We are right there at it. Tyrant Kane is your go-to for fighting games, but don't be surprised if they throw in some single-player actions too. They're currently on a nostalgia trip with Tomba 2, but it looks like Defiance has been calling their name lately. Will they ever finish it? Only time will tell. OFN Raven, a black goth gamer who loves survival horror? Sign me up. When they're not screaming through scary games like Madison, they're getting cozy with Epic Mickey rebrushed. Sounds like a fun time to me. And we have this fiber artist is all about the ducks. From crochet temp ducks to giraffe ducks, they're on a mission to finish their collection. Expect to see lots of scarves, hats, and even some Pokemon-inspired crafts along the way. Will their penguins be cursed? Tune in to find out. These water-bearing rocks formation is known as aquifers, which are underground layers of permeable rock or sediment that hold and transmit groundwater. Thank you, Frosty. Oh. Don't feel bad. Moki Doki Loki. Dive into this chill stream of this whale, shark, dragon, mermaid. Moki Doki Loki's all about those good vibes and gaming oddities. From Pokemon drama to card game chaos, they're serving up a buffet of entertainment. Just sit back, relax, and maybe bring some snacks. Miyoko Nyan, this chaos-sprinkled cat girl from Texas, is your go-to VTuber for JRPGs and MMOs. They're currently having a ball of a time in Baldur's Gate 3, but don't be fooled. This gremlin has been Elden Lording it up. Expect cozy cheats and chaotic adventure with this dirge-resisting streamer. Koki-san streams are a bilingual bonanza of behind-the-scenes creativity. This Puerto Rican streamer dives into Japanese culture, language, and gaming, all while crafting their own stories and game designs. From reaction streams to study nights, it's a chaotic mix of learning and fun. Don't miss their IRL adventures and gaming sessions at the end of each stream. Cosmically Incognito is a chill streamer with a 90s vibe, exploring the galaxy one game at a time. From RPGs to horror games, they're all about good times and good vibes. And if you like Mary Jane, you're in for a treat. Just don't get too scared during their Outlast streams. Or do. Bloodwind Reaver, a fighting game aficionado who mainlines Soul Calibur 6's Setsuka with Tira and Nightmare as test side dishes. They're currently riding the Tekken 8 wave, but who knows what other gaming adventures await. Looney Ticks, a chill Black Army vet with a designer's eye and a comedian heart. They're serving up New Year, New Problems in Resident Evil 6, but don't worry, it's all good vibes. When they're not yapping about the FGC, you can catch them vibing to lo-fi beats and venting about life. And last but not least, our very own, our favorite mod, Rabbit of Moon. Hop on over to Rabbit of Moon streams for a magical time. This cozy nerdy gamer is all about crafting, cosplaying, and spreading chaos in the best way possible. From running a virtual magic shop to hunting in Elderwood, Rabbit streams are a delightful mix of chill vibes and chaotic fun. Plus, they're all about supportive, great causes. Don't miss out on the lunar adventures. Did I miss the stream? You did! I'm fixing to end, Lizzie. I'm so sorry, but I will be back tomorrow night, hopefully, with the rest of, I'll be doing the rest of Stormblood. But let me give you a shout out too. Even though you made it late, it's okay. It's okay. No, sorry, we don't do that here. Right. Meet Lizzie Rama, a clumsy dryad who's all about that cozy gaming life. This bilingual VTuber loves crafts, coffee, and romantasy books. When they're not peeking with friends, they're streaming 12-hour marathons of BioShock and Borderlands. Expect lots of laughs, chaos, and maybe a little bit of dying. But hey, it's all part of the fun. Thankies, I'm sorry I arrived so late. Hi, Rabbit. No, you're fine. No, sorry, we don't do that here. You are perfectly fine. You arrived at all. That's cool. And I thank you for coming in. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm not sure what time, but I will try to get done with Stormblood. We'll probably go on over into Shadowbringers, and just see how I feel from there and what I feel like doing. But I will see you guys all tomorrow then, and I hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow and a wonderful evening tonight. Let me find somebody to raid into. See who we got going on. Thankies. Anytime, anytime. Let's see. You know what? We ain't raided into them in a long time, so we're gonna raid into Moki Doki Loki, and we ain't gotta give her a shout out because we already gave her a shout out. I recommended Automata Regent playing Tavern Talk. Let's go. Oh no. Bye. Have a good night. You too, Kevin. Thank you. Okay, well next time we'll get yours, okay? Remember that, and we'll hit it next time, Lizzie. Definitely remind me. Hee hee. No, I mean, let's go with your option. No worries. Okay. Let's see. Okie dokie Loki. There we go. Alright, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Night-night. Have a great rest of your night. Don't forget to stay hydrated and take care of yourself.